Dun dun dun.
So, do you know who this is?
No, I don't know who this is.
Okay.
It's a little spaceman.
Little
I know it's
little,
that.
little fella.
Looks like a baby spaceman. Oh man.
My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful
Oh.
sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen.
Poison.
My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts.
Alright, so they've already set up.
Yeah, that's kind of the premise, you know? This is Captain Olimar, stranded on a
Definitely
you
Earth.
know, oxygen-rich planet, and only has 30 days. Got to find a ship part.
There's a 1
Oh.
on that red flower.
There is. And we found a weird thing, so maybe, I don't know.
Playful.
Does Earth have these? You said playful music.
Playful music. Beep, 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 beep.
A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too.
So, is he from the planet Earth? Because I call them onions.
Right.
And he calls them onions.
Oh gosh.
Piecing this together. So this is the first Pikmin pulled.
In recorded human history, or history.
You're in it. You're in it with us.
You are! The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I'm compelled, I must approach it and press A!
Do it. Oh. Did the controller just make a
little
sound?
speaker action, yeah.
But this is a GameCube game.
Well, this is the new play control version that they did for Wii.
Okay.
So GameCube was like the 4x3,
Yeah.
and while Wii was not HD, I assume they did something to kind of whatever you do between SD and between HD.
Yeah.
So they widescreened it, they gave it motion control pointer things.
Oh. And now it's on the Switch, too.
And then, yeah, it just released on Switch in HD. But I've heard that there's like minimal kind of difference between this. But I don't know. I haven't played the Switch version. If you have, leave a comment. Let us know if it's great. Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin.
Oh, that's where the name came from.
The origin! Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it with A, then throw it in the direction I point, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C, pressing down on the D-pad while pointing as well. Okay. I love that his...
I love that all the colors are like blowing up on the controller.
Everything in his brain is like, it's dangerous, but it's full of adventure. Like he's some kind of like swashbuckler. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. We can rotate the camera. Great. Left and right. Zoom. Change. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings.
All right.
Oh, so
Our
I got a
immediate
whistle.
task is clear. So you're... So this used to be the joystick, but now it's... Are you controlling?
I like the way out view, but I can understand wanting to see the Pikmin. And then you want to throw him. Okay, did that. What does C do? C's a whistle. Oh, okay. We've learned all we need to.
All right. Mission accomplished.
What does this Pikmin think of me? I must observe its reactions. The more things I try, the more reactions I can catalog. Oh, well, I feel like we're doing it.
Yeah. The spinning while reading the text is making me a little dizzy.
That was rough. So I want to whistle. What was the whistle button?
C?
C?
Did I get it right?
Maybe.
So interesting that his spaceship is named Dolphin. This came out on the GameCube.
Yes.
Codename Dolphin.
Mm-hmm, that's true. And this was a GameCube. I think it was a launch title.
No. I don't think so.
If it wasn't a launch title, then it
You
came
look
out.
so mad at me.
Well, because I'm surprised that you're so certain. But
Because I got the GameCube the day it came out.
So did I in November, and then I got this game and Smash Brothers Melee for Christmas. So if it didn't come out on launch day, then it came out launch window. I want to say Luigi's Mansion was definitely launch day. I thought Pikmin was, but
go ahead.
I don't know.
We'll look it up.
You seem like you know.
I feel like I know.
You feel. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. Science compels me. I do need to get to grips with these controls. Make sure I'm zooming in appropriately.
Gotta get that zoom on.
So the flower had a 1 on it, but we're getting 2 Pikmin out of it.
Oh, why is that?
I wonder if we'll find out, but I know it's because it was a red flower that we brought to the red onion.
Oh, so you get like double benefits.
So the C is the release them button. B is the whistle. I love that. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I don't know what the charge button is.
Alright, are you ready for the launch titles?
Yeah.
GameCube. Luigi's Mansion, Super Monkey Ball, Wave Race, All-Star Baseball, Batman, Vengeance, Crazy Taxi, Dave Mira's Freestyle BMX 2.
You said Monkey Ball?
Monkey Ball.
Oh, cool.
That was one of mine.
I remember playing it. I didn't know when it came out. That was a rental for me.
For me, it was Monkey Ball and Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Oh, that was launch title? I had Rogue Squadron.
Disney Tarzan, Madden NFL 2002, NHL Hits, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I'm a little impressed they had so much.
Yeah, good for them. So when it released in Japan, they only had 3 titles. Luigi's Mansion, Super Monkey Ball, and Wave Race, Blue Storm.
Oh.
But yeah. I'm surprised I didn't get Wave Race because I was a big fan of Wave Race on the Nintendo 64.
Wave Race Blue Storm. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So I had we've played Wave Race. I thought it was Wave Racer. Well, I think when I got the Nintendo 64, that was my first game.
Wave Race?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. So Pikmin was not in the list. So it must have been Pikmin and Smash Brothers Melee came out in December.
Oh, was Smash Brothers not on this either?
No. It was almost launched. But...
So Smash Brothers came out November 21st. And Pikmin came out October 26th. When did the...
October?
Yeah.
No.
2001.
No. There's no way, because I thought the GameCube came out in November. But, oh, maybe I'm way misremembering all this. One thing I don't know is if there's in the GameCube version there was like a stick that you could like aim your Pikmin and they would walk forward.
Oh, uh-huh.
I'm not finding it in this one.
Charge stick, huh?
Yeah, like the C stick, you would push it forward and all your Pikmin kind of walk in a formation.
Oh.
The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. We're going to approach, pick them with A, grab them with A, throw them, B to call, C to dismiss, down, and point to command. Okay, maybe that's the thing I'm thinking of. Use Z and up and left and right to control perspective. Record it on my computer, access it with plus. Great. Wow. So that was Z. Oh no, I've already lost it.
Yeah. So this says that it released the 18th of November. I'm confused.
Gotta get this whistle down. Okay, this is it. This is what I want. Yes, okay.
Oh, it's like a horn.
Down and point. That's the
It's
deal.
a summoning.
It's a summoning horn, and then that's the whistle. Okay. So I have, down here it shows my totals. I have 12 total, and there was something, I moved this box out of the way. Oh, and here's the thing. This is our first ship part.
Oh.
Wow, 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 wow. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the Dolphin?
If only I had
A
a
workforce.
group of minions.
Alright, so it takes 20. We only have 12. A group of minions. Oh. But here's some thingies.
So you pick that up. So that takes 5 to pick up.
Yeah. But you can also give more to it and they'll carry it
Speed
faster.
up.
Yeah. And then that guy, he's listless, jobless.
Don't worry, give them purpose.
You have purpose now, my child.
And they automatically take it.
They take it back to their onion. They take it back to their onion. So you'll
The red
see
onion.
we get other colors. So then it's the like whoever's carrying the most of it. So while we're waiting for Pikmin to come back to their onion, tell me, Josh, what's your experience with Pikmin?
I have a very limited experience with Pikmin.
Okay.
Although I'm familiar with the concept.
Yeah.
But I rented the game to play on my GameCube when I was a
Whoa.
young lad.
Yeah.
And actually I played it when I was recovering from minor surgery.
Okay.
What about you? What was your...
So picking a lot of seeds at once is tedious.
Yeah,
My
it is.
wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once. So tap A.
Getting personal, you know?
Yeah, it
Captain's
is
talking
personal.
about his family.
Thinking about back home already. I've
That's
noticed
probably
that
he was daydreaming about her when
he
the
was.
asteroid came
Can't
from
wait to get
right
back
in front
home.
of him. Doot, doot, doot.
I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin.
I do like the captain's log. It's fun to learn about a new planet.
Yeah, through like the experience of like a newcomer kind of.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got 21, so that should be enough.
Did you use the fast pick feature?
Sure did.
Alright, so what's your experience with Pikmin?
So for me, I got this for Christmas, the same year that the GameCube came out.
Yeah.
And I was in college. It was my first year of college. So I remember sitting in my freshman dorm playing this game. And at first, so we're not there yet because it's day one. Day one gives you an unlimited time limit. But once day two kicks in, you have a time limit. Every
Yeah.
day is like 15-ish minutes.
Yeah.
And so then you're kind of up against the clock to collect ship parts. There's 30 days, 30 parts. So if you can maintain one a day, like you're doing good. If you miss a day, you might feel a little stressed. Some days you might recoup 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But as a brand, like this series had never been out. The idea of what's essentially like real-time strategy I'd never thought of it or heard of it.
Yeah.
And so like it was a stressful game for me. I don't think I initially finished it. I think I made it through a few days and kind of felt like, well, I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. So it wasn't until like probably later I was like, let me give this game another try and understood more how to play, and it kind of clicked with me at that point. Which was just later that year, I think. But
Yeah.
at first, it was very much like, I don't know if this is for me.
Yeah.
Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. Dun, dun, dun. And then this game sets the precedent for every game, but as we learn, nighttime is like a no-go for Pikmin. So at the end of every day, you get in the ship, they get in the onion, you all lift off from the planet's surface for safety.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's a good thing you have an engine.
Right. I shudder to think if we hadn't found it.
I shudder.
One day since impact, I've somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface. Or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hakatate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the key to my survival, I'll name it the Forest of Hope. I'll explore it tomorrow.
I like it.
I love how like serious he is, and he's just like, there's always tomorrow. Don't worry about it. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode of Pikmin.
That's right. Day one.
Hopefully
In
you're
the
enjoying
books.
it, loving it. I'm Paul, by the way,
I'm Josh.
and this is the Games Conversation channel. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah.